Hi, English learners, and welcome back to Daily English Buddy. I am Justine.
And I am Alex. And today we are talking about a place that sounds very simple, but is actually a vocabulary nightmare.
That is the perfect way to describe it. Today we are talking about the post office.
It really is a nightmare. Navigating the post office to send a package back to your home country is a true test of your English.
It is so stressful. The line is always long, the people waiting behind you are impatient, and it is very loud.
Exactly. And then you finally get to the front and the postal workers use highly specific vocabulary.
They ask you so many questions. You look at the different boxes, the stamps, the weird forms, and suddenly you forget how to speak English entirely.
You completely freeze, and you can't just guess what the forms mean. If you make a mistake, your package might get lost forever.
Yes, or it might get sent back to your house a month later. But do not worry, we are going to teach you exactly how to survive.
We absolutely are. Before we dive into the lesson, please remember to grab today's free PDF study guide from the description box below.
It has all the mailing phrasal verbs, the shipping vocabulary, and a perfect cheat sheet for sending packages abroad.
You definitely need that PDF. Because Alex, I remember you had a terrible experience at the post office last year.
Oh no. Why do you always remember my worst moments, Justine?
Because they are hilarious. Please tell our listeners what happened with your mother's birthday present.
Okay, fine. I will tell the story. It was my mother's 60th birthday, and I bought her a very expensive, beautiful glass vase.
Oh, that is a lovely gift. But sending glass internationally is very, very risky.
I know. I spent an hour wrapping it in bubble wrap. I taped the box perfectly. It was a masterpiece of packaging.
So you walked into the post office in London. Was it busy?
It was incredibly busy. The line was going out the door. Everyone was looking at their watches and sighing.
There is nothing more terrifying than a room full of impatient British people.
Exactly. By the time I got to the front of the line, I was sweating. The clerk looked at my box and asked for the destination.
That is normal. Did you know the address?
Yes, but she asked for the zip code, and I completely panicked.
Every address has one.
Because I didn't know what a zip code was. In Europe, we call it a postal code or a postcode. I thought a zip was the thing on my jacket.
You thought she was asking about your jacket?
Yes, I looked at my coat and said, "My jacket is fine, thank you. I just want to send this box."
Oh my goodness, how did she react to that?
She rolled her eyes at me. She just pointed at the box. I wanted to tell her to be careful because the glass could break easily.
Right, you needed to tell her the item was fragile.
But I didn't know the word fragile. I completely forgot it under the pressure. So I pointed at the box and confidently said, "Please be careful. My mother's present is very weak and emotional."
Weak and emotional, like the vase was crying inside the box?
I didn't know what else to say. I wanted to say it could get hurt. The clerk stared at me like I was completely crazy.
I am surprised she didn't call security.
She just blinked and said, "Okay, sir, please put it on the scale so I can calculate the postage."
Okay, that is totally normal. They have to weigh it. Did you understand that part?
Yes, I put it on the scale. And then she handed me a piece of paper. It was a customs form for international shipping.
Right. You have to declare what is inside the box.
Yes, but she handed me the paper and said, "Please fill this out."
Ah, fill out. The classic phrasal verb. That means to write your information on the document with a pen.
I know that now, but at the time, I thought fill out meant put it inside. I thought the paper needed to go inside the box.
No, Alex. Please tell me you didn't do what I think you did.
I took a pair of scissors from her desk, cut open my perfectly taped box, dropped the blank piece of paper inside, and started taping it closed again.
The clerk must have thought you were losing your mind. You put a blank customs form inside the box?
She yelled at me. She said, "What are you doing? You have to fill it out with a pen. Why are you destroying the box?"
Oh my goodness, the poor woman. So you finally wrote your information on a new paper. What happened next?
Well, she asked me what kind of shipping speed I wanted. She said, "Do you want to drop it off for standard delivery?"
Okay, drop it off. That means to leave the package with them so they can send it.
Exactly. But I was so nervous and flustered from the scissors disaster, my English failed me completely. I mixed up my phrasal verbs.
What did you say?
I looked her dead in the eye, pointed at my mother's expensive glass vase, and said, "Yes, please throw it away."
You told her to throw it away?
Yes, throw away means to put something in the garbage. I literally told the postal worker to take my mother's birthday present and put it in the trash.
Oh my goodness. Did she throw it in the garbage bin?
No, she just put her head in her hands and sighed deeply. She realized I was just a very confused foreigner. She charged me the money and took the box.
Wow, that is an incredible disaster. Weak and emotional glass, a jacket zipper, blank forms inside the box, and asking them to throw it in the trash.
I survived, and my mother loved the vase. But it proves that post office vocabulary is a minefield for language learners.
It really is. So let's switch to teacher mode and fix these mistakes for our listeners. Let's start with the address problem.
Right. The UK versus US difference. In the US, the string of numbers at the end of an address is called a zip code.
Exactly. ZIP, zip code. But in the UK and Europe, it is usually called a postcode. They mean the exact same thing.
And you must also write your own address on the package, just in case it gets lost. This is called the return address.
Yes, the return address goes in the top left corner. Now, what about your second disaster? The word for things that break easily.
Right. Do not say weak and emotional. The correct English word is fragile. Fragile.
Fragile. It means easily broken. You should write fragile on the box with a big red marker, or ask the clerk for a fragile sticker.
Exactly. Now, what do they put the box on to see how heavy it is?
That is called the scale. They place your package on the scale to weigh it.
Right. And the weight decides how much money you pay. The money you pay to mail something is called postage.
Postage. You pay the postage, and they put stamps or a printed sticker on the box. But there are different types of boxes.
Yes, a flat paper container for a letter is called an envelope. But a large cardboard box is called a parcel or a package.
Perfect. Now let's talk about the piece of paper Alex ruined. If you send a parcel to another country, you need a customs form.
Yes, the customs form. This is a document where you list exactly what is inside the box and how much it costs for the government.
And what is the phrasal verb we use when we complete that form?
We say fill out. To fill out a form means to write all your personal information into the blank spaces with a pen.
It does not mean to cut the box open and put the paper inside.
No, it does not. Now let's talk about shipping speed, because they will always ask you how fast you want it to arrive.
Right. The cheapest option is usually called standard shipping. It might take a week or two.
But if you are in a hurry, you can ask for express shipping. And if it is an absolute emergency, you ask for overnight shipping.
Overnight shipping means it will arrive the very next day, but it is incredibly expensive.
And no matter what speed you choose, you should always ask the clerk for a tracking number.
Yes, a tracking number is a special code that lets you see exactly where your package is on the internet.
Exactly. Now let's fix your final, most terrifying mistake. The mailing phrasal verbs.
Okay, let's start with drop off. To drop off a package means to take it to the post office and leave it there to be shipped.
Exactly. I need to drop off this package on my way to work.
And the opposite of that is to pick up. If you miss a delivery at your house, you have to go to the post office and pick up your package.
Perfect. Drop off and pick up. Very simple, very common.
And what happens if you write the wrong address on the box and they can't deliver it?
Then the package will return to sender. It means it will be sent all the way back to your house.
And whatever you do, never tell the post office to throw it away. That means putting it in the garbage bin.
This is great vocabulary. You know what we should do, Alex? We should do a quick mini role play to show how it works.
Oh, I love our role plays. Who am I playing this time?
You be the postal worker. Show me how a normal transaction is supposed to go.
I can do that. Okay, starting now. Hello, welcome to the post office. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I need to drop off this parcel. It is going to France.
Great. Please place it on the scale so I can weigh it and calculate the postage.
Of course. Also, it contains glass. It is very fragile.
I will put a fragile sticker on it. Would you like standard or express shipping?
Standard shipping is fine, but I would like a tracking number, please.
Not a problem. Because it is going internationally, I need you to fill out this customs form, please.
Sure, I will fill it out with my pen right now. Thank you.
And scene. That was beautiful. No crying boxes, no scissors, no garbage bins.
Just a perfect, completely normal transaction. I think we have saved our listeners a lot of stress.
I agree. It is time for the Buddy Rapid Fire Quiz. Listeners, play along with us and test your new vocabulary.
I am ready. Test my post office skills.
Question 1. What is the English word for an item that breaks very easily, like glass?
The word is fragile.
Correct. Okay, question 2. Finish this sentence with the correct phrasal verb. I need to write my address on this form. Can you give me a pen so I can finish the sentence? Spot on. You fill out a form. Okay, question 3. What do you call the money you pay to send a letter or package?
That is called the postage.
Yes. Question 4. If you want to leave a package at the post office to be sent, do you pick it up or drop it off?
You drop it off.
Final question. What do Americans call a postal code?
They call it a zip code.
You aced it. A perfect score. You have successfully passed your daily English Buddy mailing test.
Thank goodness. And if our listeners want to feel confident at the post office and ace their own tests, do not forget to download the free PDF study guide for this episode.
Yes, please grab the PDF. The link is right there in the description box below the video. It has all the vocabulary and phrasal verbs clearly explained.
And before you go today, head down to the comment section and answer our question of the day. What is the most difficult or confusing place for you to visit in a foreign country?
Let us know in the comments. Tell us your disaster stories. Remember to subscribe to the channel for daily English lessons, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us on Daily English Buddy. Write clearly, don't throw your packages in the trash, and we will see you next time.
Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.